Have you ever dreamed about making your own comic book series? Well, that's what I'm doing. Join me on my journey. You're watching Making Love with Mr. E. Hi, my name's Drew Ish, and I'm the creator of Captain Luv and the Captain Luv universe. Yeah, you're probably wondering, what the heck's a Captain Luv? Well, that's a Captain Luv. See that dude right there? And that little ship in the corner? Now, that's Captain Luv and that's his hauler. Right down here, that's Spade. That is a rogue artificial intelligence that is basically Love's companion through his adventures. Now, he's has a vast future ahead of him, and there's a book that is finished and is ready to come out right now called Captain Luv, the Hero of the Cleansing. I wrote that, has excellent illustrations from a guy named Andrea Vermita, who is an Italian illustrator with 30 years of experience. Amazing work, as you can see. He's got some skills. Um, and together we have created this amazing visual and storytelling universe that is just the beginning of great stuff. Why do I say beginning of great stuff? Because Captain Luv, the Hero of the Cleansing, is not the only book. It is just the one that is currently ready to hit the market. The other book, which is Rise of the Pirate King, is going to be coming out much later. It is now being in production. Chapter 1 has just finished being illustrated and is off to the colorist. Now, this is a wild, wild, wild ride, and I am looking forward to telling you all about it. And it's going to take a while, so I'm going to probably break it up into episodes. So let's get started. You guys are going to need a little bit of background on me. Like, who the heck is this guy, this Drew, aka Mr. E? Yeah, well, um, I am basically a writer slash musician slash artist slash, um, one of those guys. I do a lot of different things. I have played on the road in a rock and roll band professionally for a considerable amount of time. I have written movies, several comedy skin. Let's try that with words. Several comedy skits. You can find a bunch of them on YouTube. I actually probably share my comedy channel in the description below. I've done a lot of video production for several different. Anyway, that's. I don't want to toot my own horn. It's okay. I want you to judge Captain Luv on its own merits. I mean, it's got impressive artwork. It's going to have a good. The storyline is right on there, and I think it's going to be awesome. And I hope that you guys get a chance to read it because it's something that I hope that everybody loves because it is something that I truly believe in and I have put a lot of myself into. So sales pitch aside, I keep going back to that. Um, anyway, I'm not really an illustrator myself. I can do painting with oils and acrylics and whatnot, but I don't really do these illustrations. My illustrator, he's in Italy, and we communicate basically online, and he is been working with me for over a year now. We've been doing this project for quite some time. Um, and it's a right now, Captain Luv, the Hero of the Cleansing. This is my mock-up print. I wanted to just hold it in my hands. I had to hold it, had to caress it, smell it. Hey, if you made your own comic book, you would understand. All right. Okay. So, Captain Luv, Hero of the Cleansing. Did you love that cover? Isn't that sweet? Yep, yep. Of course, this right here, this isn't coming on the book. This is how I hold it together. It's something I do with manuscripts, and it's just a habit. It's the way I like to hold my stuff together when I'm proofing it. But it gives me a feel of how the pages flow together. How they'll look when it's all done. Some fun. You can't see everything. Come on, you're gonna want to get the book. All right. There's also a video with some of the artwork from this book. I'll also put that link in the description. So Captain Luv is a space trucker and a former war hero. Accompanied by a rogue artificial intelligence named Spade, he reluctantly finds himself on adventures that could affect the course of the solar system. That's my little blurb on the back. So Captain Luv is something that I have been working on for quite a while. I have spent a small fortune on it, and I am hoping that it will be well received because I'm going to push forward even if it's not. And I know that seems crazy, but that is just how much I believe in this. So, how did all of this start? Let's see. Okay. So, Captain Luv started out as a character in a small budget film that I was actually writing for myself to act in. I know. That seems extremely cheesy. And some of you are probably thinking, oh God, that's so pathetic, right? Okay, it doesn't matter. I wanted to do it because it would have been fun. And so the name Love is a name that I use on YouTube in a lot of my comedy skits as a last name and versus my actual last name, which people have so much trouble pronouncing, which starts with an E, which is how Mr. E came about. Um, anyway, back to the thing that I was saying about how Captain Love was born. Anyway, so it was a short movie, short, slow, small budget sci-fi movie that I was going to do with a few characters, and I was basing the lead character, Captain Love, after myself. And in small ways, I mean, obviously, he's in the future. He's a space trekker, former war hero. You know, we don't have everything in common. It's just conceptually something that I thought would be fun. And the Captain Love that we know now is not the same Captain Love that he started out to be. Anywho, I was writing this movie, and the movie was suggested by a business partner of mine to expand into a full-length feature film and really do it up, add a lot more characters, just do it feature film style. And I was like, okay, well, I'll never be able to afford to do this myself, but hey, you know what? I mean, if we can raise the money for it, whatever. So we did that, and I started doing some, pre-production work on it. And after I finished writing it, and then I was doing storyboards. And then the guy I had doing our storyboards suggested that we do a graphic novel of the backstory that didn't make it to the movie. And I see did make it to the movie is the movie script I wrote is in comparison to the comic series would be way down the road. Um, so basically, he suggested that I create a comic book that was just the backstory of Captain Love and how he met Spade and how he got called the hero of the Cleansing. So people would really be curious about that. And I thought that was a great idea. I'm like, yeah. I had no idea how I was going to tell that backstory. I was thinking maybe, in another movie or some kind of short preliminary promoting the movie, or I had no idea at that point. And then, it lit fire under my ass because I love comic books. I absolutely love comic books. And I love original comics. I'm really turned off by the way a lot of modern comics have basically injected, I guess they've always injected politics into their scripts, but I mean, some of the stuff where I don't know, I don't want to get into that. That'll put me in a bad mood anyway. So basically, I wanted to create a story the way I thought it should have been told about this character, and in comic book format, seems like the absolute best way to, create the backstory to Captain Love. And let me tell you, a lot of people thought I was absolutely out of my mind. No one, like, comic book, a comic book. Yeah, comic book. Yeah. In fact, no, not a comic book, you snotty little puss. A graphic novel. A graphic novel. Of course, Rise of the Pirate Kings had come out in comic book form and then put in a car. Anyway, so I get sidetracked, and that's how it's going to be with me, so I hope you don't mind. Anywho, the So yeah, the comic book idea. So that's how Captain Love comic book got born. I actually decided to um, write the story and got the illustrations going. There's a long tail in how that went, but that's basically how Captain Love, the hero of the cleansing, was born. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video to the end. If you don't mind, can you please subscribe to my channel and possibly like this video? And then if you are feeling like it, maybe go and check out some of the links in the description and come back and watch next time. I really want you to be a part of this journey with me. I think it's going to be awesome, and I think you might enjoy it too. Plus, come on, Captain Love looks awesome, right? Right? All right. Thank you. Talk to you soon.
Wasted, you know I've wasted a lot. I've been dreaming my life away. I'm hating, I see I'm hating everything I wish it